arranged a partner for you to get married. So pack up your belongings and do whatever you need to do to prepare. What? An arranged marriage? You're kidding, right? Explain yourself, Mother. You're 35 already, Autumn. If you can't find someone, I'll find someone for you. Is this because Elizabeth stole my fiance? You can't still be upset that your little sister stole your man from you. That was ages ago. You have to let the past be the past. That was just 3 months ago. Was it? Oh, it feels like forever ago. This is too weird, Mother. You can't expect me in the first place to just accept an arranged marriage with someone I've never met. I mean, damn! Would it kill you to try and act with a little more sense? Hey! Don't speak like that to your mother! You know it's true, too. We can discuss your attitude problems later. For now, know that this is all but confirmed to be happening. You don't have any say in the matter, Autumn. I refuse to accept this marriage, Mother. Tell that to the other party as well, that I have no intention of marrying anyone I don't know. I can't do that. It's far too late to call things off. What do you mean it's too late? How could it possibly be too late already? They've already paid in advance. What? Are they doing some kind of reverse dowry or something? On the condition that we could guarantee that the marriage would happen, they gave us $100K. So basically, you sold off your daughter? That, and if I make sure you stay married, they promise to look after me in my old age. How on earth did it come to that? The man's father is old friends with your father, it seems. They said that they were in a rush to find a bride. And that led us to offering up you as a marriage partner. And so they're also just fine with having their son marry a stranger? And what's more, he's just going to go along with it too? There are just way too many bizarre decisions being made here for this all to be on the up and up. Something else has to be going on. Maybe there is, but who cares? I care, and you should as well. I guess I might as well ask then. What's his name? Tell me everything you know about him. His name is Rich Masters, and he's 38. He owns quite an expensive loft downtown. Needless to say, he's very rich. His brother's being groomed for their father's position, so there's no added baggage in terms of expectations to take over his father's business. Which, by the way, is the well-known Masters Corporation. They're a power family, Autumn. It's not a bad deal for you. Oh, are they now? Anything else? What's so funny? I'm serious about his father's company. I'm sure you are. I'm familiar with it as well. Then why are you laughing? Because, can you imagine being offered an arranged marriage with the son of such a powerful person? It's like something straight out of the movies. It's too funny you buy into all of it. You're just shocked at how good the deal is. I get it. But you know, Autumn, sometimes when something sounds too good to be true, it actually turns out to be true. Yeah, that's totally it. We're just so lucky. But hey, if it's such a good deal, then why not have Elizabeth be the one to marry him? She is your favorite daughter, after all. And apparently she's already broken up with my fiance. I guess they only lasted a couple of days. I had the same idea and went to her with the arranged marriage first. But when I showed her a picture of him, she was repulsed. After seeing her reaction, I knew that I wasn't going to get anywhere with her and decided to ask you. She was repulsed at the sight of him? Be serious for a minute. Sorry. That just sounded like something she would do. Regardless, that's how I ended up coming to you. You'll be marrying Rich, Autumn. Do you and Dad really not regret doing this to us? Whether it's me or Elizabeth, you're talking about literally selling your daughter. Not only do I not regret it, I'm thankful to be in such a good situation. If that's how you really feel, then fine. I think I've made my decision as well. That's great to hear. But before that, I have one condition. Okay. What is it? I've never met this rich guy or his parents. And? Then why don't we have a family trip with the two families and we can get to know each other that way? That should be a pleasant solution for everyone involved. This can serve as our honeymoon as well. That's not a bad idea! And one more condition that I want to add is that the marriage won't be finalized until after we get back from the trip. And I don't want there to be any ceremony. I'll let them know your wishes. Since we will be spending the rest of our lives together, I want to ensure that Rich is someone I can trust. I can do that as well while we're on the trip. From what his parents told me, he's a sincere, upstanding individual. Knowing his parents, I think we can take them at their word. I still want to confirm that that is the case myself. His parents aren't exactly unbiased here. Have it your way, then. However, if I determine that Rich is not an appropriate match, then the wedding is off. That's the key point in all of this. So write that down in bold and put it somewhere you'll remember. You sure do have a lot of demands. I'm just more careful about marriage now after Elizabeth stole my last fiance. Well, I guess that's only natural. I appreciate the understanding. Now, let's set the trip for 2 weeks from now. The details can be hashed out another day. My name is Autumn. I'm 35 years old and work as an accountant at a mid-sized company. As can be seen from the previous interaction, my parents are pretty toxic. My sister, Elizabeth, is 12 years younger than me. She was doted on by our parents growing up, and it shows. She's got quite the nasty, self-centered personality. Having grown tired of them, I've worked to distance myself from them. However, out of the blue, Mother comes to me with a proposal for an arranged marriage with a guy I've never met. I said as much before, but I have no intention of marrying a stranger. I'm annoyed at both my parents who are looking to pull in a big payday by selling me, and Rich's parents who are plotting to marry off their son like this. Yeah, there's something fishy with this whole situation. I've come up with a plan of my own to get back at these unbearable fools if the need arises. Finally, it's time to unleash my secret plan on them. Autumn, did you really go home all by yourself? This is supposed to be your honeymoon, you know. What's wrong with you? Something important came up. Wasn't this also everyone could get to know one another? Your absence defeats the whole purpose of us being here. And don't you feel bad for your fiance? I do feel bad for leaving like I did, but I just didn't know what else to do. But suddenly bursting into tears and running off was a bit much, don't you think? Rich was even questioning your sanity after seeing that. His reaction is understandable, I guess. God, it's so embarrassing to have such a pathetic sister. Why did you do that? Don't try and tell me you were having second thoughts about the marriage. Yeah, it might have been something like that. Just when I thought about getting married to Rich, for some reason I got scared. I get it. That guy up close is creepy. I'm shivering just thinking about it. You chicken! How long are you going to keep this up? You're like a slug. Be careful or I'll throw salt on you. I wish you would. I'd just as well disappear. All the parents are mad at you. And Rich is waiting for you to come back. Ugh, I can't. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about him. Get it together! In the first place, you're being so shallow for judging people on their looks alone. I can't believe you'd be so horrible. You're right. Maybe I was just the one being unreasonable in all of this. I mean, in spite of his looks, I'm sure he has a good heart. You know what? I think I will come back. I'll actually save you the trip because I have good news for you, Autumn. I'm going to be the one who's going to marry Rich. You are?
So sorry. It seems like I've taken another one.
Mother just texted me, and it seems like what she wrote is actually corroborating this. So it's really true?
Not only is it true, but I'll also have you know that it was Rich's idea.
It was it?
He wants a youthful girl over an older wrinkled hag like you.
I guess in the end, all the guys choose Elizabeth.
Don't let it get you down, Autumn. You're as plain as they come, so trying to get in with us A-listers just isn't your place.
But are you fine with marrying Rich? Weren't you the one who was originally opposed to Rich based on his looks?
Sure, he's like a real-life ogre, but he's a rich ogre, so I'm more than happy to have him.
Have it your way, then. I wish you two the best. You have my endorsement to go ahead with the marriage. Not that it matters.
How could it not matter? The arranged marriage has to be one of either you or me, right?
Sure, that was the case when Mother agreed to the deal. But since she's disowned me, I wouldn't even be eligible for marrying Rich. She said that she wants nothing to do with me and that we'll be as good as strangers from here on out.
That's hilarious. Right on, Mom. So you've had your man stolen and your family disown you. It's just the funniest thing to see a single 35-year-old woman lose everything like this.
I'm sure it's really funny from the outside looking in.
You should see how supportive everyone is of me taking your place as Rich's bride. Even his parents are happy to okay everything so long as I marry him. I bet they're practically traumatized at seeing you run off like you did and just don't want to see something like that happen again.
Yeah, it's almost as if there wasn't even any real intention of me being included in the marriage talks in the first place.
That's totally what it's like. So don't worry about us.
Got it. I'm going to head back to our parents' house and gather what little I have there. I won't be coming back to see them again after all.
And don't show yourself in front of me either. And enjoy your lonely life as a loser.
Farewell then.
Report for twice formally engaged but still single Autumn. Rich and I are now officially married. Would you like to weigh in on exactly how that makes you feel?
Wow, I guess you were right. This was totally not something to get down about at all.
Wait, that's your reaction? You aren't disappointed about this?
Disappointed? No way.
But you were so surprised when I told you about me and Rich.
I was certainly pretending to be surprised.
That was all an act?
But first things first. Congratulations on your marriage, Elizabeth. But it's probably hell having married a crazy person like Rich.
Hello? I think you mean heaven.
As if.
What do you know about him?
It just so happens that there's an indirect connection between Rich and me. A whole 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon type situation. Obviously, that connection is a person, and that person had a number of juicy rumors about Rich that just happened to make their way to me. Knowing what I knew about him, I was never going to marry him in the first place.
By rumor, do you mean the bad kind? And that was why you staged the whole running away scene?
There are plenty of reasons I could give as to why I did what I did. If I were to list a big one, it would probably be because he and you were together in the bathroom.
The bathroom? I guess we were, but it's not what you think. He just wanted me to show him how the shower worked. You know how confusing those modern things can be.
A grown adult unable to figure out how a shower worked? I'm sure he could have managed that by himself. He's not a child.
It was, you know.
Yes?
The shower thing with the buttons and handles.
That's not going to pass for an explanation, Elizabeth. Unless you mean to say you were helping him with his pants and showed him how that shower worked. If that's what you mean, then I think we have a similar understanding of what happened in there.
How do you know about that?
I saw you two go in together.
You were stalking us? That's so freaking weird.
You two were a little too excited in there. You could hear everything outside. Thanks to that, the audio on the video I took is crystal clear. Do you want to give it a watch and see for yourself what happened?
You took a video of us without our consent? That's going too far.
I had to. I wanted to know if you were sleeping with the groom-to-be. And the proof will protect me as well if it comes to that.
Proof? What do you need that for?
It's to show that he's not trustworthy to the point that he'll even go behind his fiance's back and sleep with her sister.
What does trust have to do with anything?
It's the standard I have to meet so that I can get out of the arranged marriage. Those were the terms I agreed to. And with this, I'm free from any arranged marriages involving him.
What have you been going on about? What agreement? I have no idea what any of this is about.
The arranged marriage isn't exactly all that it was made out to be on the surface. There were a number of behind closed doors provisions associated with it. You didn't know that, did you?
What else is there?
The parents are getting $100K on the condition that there is no divorce for any reason.
Okay. And what are you trying to say? I'm not going to divorce my rich husband now that I finally got him.
Oh, I wonder about that.
What? Do you still have something to say?
Don't you think there's something else up with the circumstances of the marriage? The other party is pushing pretty hard to make everything official as quickly as possible. Not to mention they gave us as little information as possible beforehand with the not meeting any of them and all.
I haven't thought about the circumstances, and I'm not sure I care.
All right, well, in that case, maybe I can make you care. Since it's something you'll find out sooner or later, I'll just tell you everything right now. Your new husband, Rich, is an unparalleled womanizer. On top of that, he has quite the criminal record.
He's what?
He's like a dog in heat, but for 365 days a year. Every day, it's a different girl.
I'm a forgiving person, so a little cheating is something I can deal with.
Even if he's a serial burglar who also dabbles in indiscriminate armed robbery of men and women.
But I never heard anything about him getting arrested. You're going to have to be a little more clever with your lying, Autumn.
There's a reason you never heard anything. His parents would always come in with hush money to sweep his crimes under the rug. I guess I misspoke earlier. He doesn't have a criminal record per se, but he certainly had a criminal past.
No way. So he really is a bad guy?
But really, I never thought my plan would go so well.
What do you mean, plan?
I figured that you, being a sucker for rich guys, and him, a habitual womanizer, would hook up for sure.
You can't know that. How are you sure that that would happen?
Isn't it obvious? The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And you stole my last fiancé because he was rich. I guess as soon as you found a richer guy, it was on to the next one.
Anyone would do that. More money means I can live a better life.
But didn't he kick you to the curb right away?
Shut up! He just had no taste in women.
I am sure it was all his fault. For what it's worth, Rich does have money at the very least. So that's good for you.
Don't make light of this. I can't be with a criminal like him forever, even if he is rich. I'll divorce him.
But that's impossible. Mother's already had the money deposited.
Then it's just a matter of her sending the money back.
I doubt there's anything left to send back.
What?
They spent it all betting on horses. But I guess you two wouldn't know that since you were together getting steamy in the shower.
On horse racing? Who in their right mind gambles away that much money?
It doesn't seem like you lot have been making too many right-minded decisions, period. I'm sure you know, but they don't have that kind of money in savings. And what they did get is gone. So give up your ideas about divorcing him.
So that's it. You're jealous that I'm the only one who's happy. You're trying to trick me into a divorce by lying. You had me at first with how much truth you were weaving into your story.
Don't be silly. There's no reason for me to lie about this. And certainly not over jealousy.
But how would you even know about Rich and the backroom deals of the marriage? What even is that connection between you two?
Well, you see, I work for a company owned by Masters Corporation.
You did? When was this?
It doesn't really matter. But up until fairly recently, the rest of the family couldn't care less about what I'm up to, so you all never knew that.
So, what? You have some kind of insider source feeding you info about Rich?
Yeah, you could say that. Rich's older brother was working for the subsidiary when I was there. He's actually my source. I heard everything from him, so it's reliable. And the bit about Rich not having any obligations to help out and take over his father's company was because he was their problem child and getting married would make him seem a little more respectable or something.
That can't be! If I had known this, I wouldn't have gotten married to that hideous ogre!
I can't tell you how good it feels to see my greedy parents and fiance-stealing sister get what they deserve. It has been a long time coming for you all.
But this marriage was supposed to be for you! You do something about this!
Don't think I owe you anything anymore. I've been disowned. We're not family anymore.
Then what should I do?
I guess you have two choices. Stay married to Rich or save up $100K and get divorced.
I hate both of them! Wait, why don't you just marry Rich? That would solve everything.
What?
I'm just giving him back since he was originally for you.
I'm sorry, but all sales are final. And even if they weren't, Mother already told me that she came to you first about the arranged marriage.
Fine. Then I'll find where you work and raise hell.
I'll save you the time and tell you now. I quit my job.
Did you quit because you were embarrassed that things between you and Rich didn't work out?
Wrong. I wanted to go traveling for a while. Maybe I'll even go all the way around the world. And I finally have enough money to do just that.
You have that kind of money? Give it to me! I'll use it to get divorced.
No shot. Oh, look at the time. I've got a flight to catch. Later, Gator.
Wait, Autumn! You're going to abandon your super cute little sister? Hey!
After that, Elizabeth raised hell about getting a divorce and sparked a nasty debate between the two families. Our parents knew that Rich was not the sincere, well-put-together man that he was sold as being. So they argued they were deceived. The other side demanded the $100K they had given as part of the agreement for the marriage. They wouldn't accept any divorce until that was repaid. So, in the end, $50K was raised from selling the house, the other came from semi-legal loans, and the divorce was finalized. Then the three of them, mother, father, and Elizabeth, moved into a crappy apartment that people in the area refer to as the slums. They're now working day and night to pay off what they borrowed. Because of this new lifestyle, the parents withered away while Elizabeth ate her stress and plumped up. Those that have seen them recently tell me that it's like they've become different people. I, on the other hand, took this as an opportunity to rid myself of those toxic people who tormented me for so many years. I'm as happy as I've ever been while getting the most out of my long-awaited worldwide travels. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.